Hey guys, this is Steve at T1.4. I am here today with two new lenses from SLR Magic. One is the 35mm T1.4, which is a little faster than an f1.4 because this is considered a cine lens. A cinema lens basically is a lens. What I found in the cinema lenses is they have a different kind of rendering, more of a dreamy, creamy type of cool rendering. But this is considered a cinema lens. It also has a clickless aperture, going from f1.4 all the way up to f16. It's damped and smooth. Right there you have your focus ring here and all of your lens markings on the barrel. This particular lens from SLR Magic is in the Fuji X-Mount, and it's a 35mm focal length, giving you an approximate 52mm from the camera. This lens comes with a screw-out lens cap, metal, all metal. The lens is very solidly designed and built. It's kind of weighty in the hand. It feels about as heavy as a Leica 50 Summilux aspherical, if you know about how much that weighs. That's to me what it feels like heft-wise. This lens is actually only $349 from SLR Magic, and it's all metal, very solid. Some great bokeh coming from this lens. That's actually its strong point, is the out of focus rendering quality. It's not the sharpest lens at f1.4. It doesn't get sharp until you bring it down to about f2.8. But at f1.4 you're going to get kind of a dreamy, very cool rendering. It's not crazy like their old toy lenses. It's actually kind of nice if you like a softer rendition. For example, portraits of older women. If you don't want to see every nook and cranny and line, this might help to smooth it out. And it's coming in for this lens, all metal build, $349. And if you were somebody who bought their toy lens in the past, the 35 1.7 I think it was, say for example, you can actually trade that in and get a $90 credit towards this lens. So I think they're running that promotion when they're first taking the sales. But there'll be full information on how to order these from SLR Magic on my website at T1.4 in the first look of these lenses. So this lens at $349 for an all-metal manual lens. And the good thing is you can buy it for Fuji X, you can buy it for NEX, you can buy it for Olympus OMD, and possibly, I'm not sure, but maybe the EOS-M system. So there's that for $349. Comes in a nice box, and it even has nice foam padding inside that surrounds the lens, so the lens is not going to go anywhere. So SLR Magic upped the game on their packaging this time around, and there's no way that lens is going to get damaged. No more lenses just stuffed in a box with bubble wrap like their toy lenses used to do. So this line, the 35mm T1.4, available for almost all mirrorless systems for $349. Plus you could trade in your old 35 1.7. So SLR Magic is doing a really cool thing with that trade-in deal. And that brings me over here to this guy. This is the granddaddy 35mm, much like their Hyperprime 50 T0.95 that I reviewed extensively, and I loved it. That was a masterpiece of a lens in my opinion. That was still kind of pricey at like between $4,000 and $5,000. And this guy is the 35mm equivalent of that. This is a T0.95 lens. Again, it's a little faster. It's probably more like f9.2. It also is a cinema lens. And this particular lens right here, the cool thing about it, this thing is heavy. This is probably as heavy as a Leica Noctilux, I would say. As you can see here on the lens barrel, here's the focus ring. It's very smooth and damped right there. And on the bottom you have your aperture, clickless aperture settings. So it starts out at 0.95 and you can go up to f6 or T16, I'm sorry. This particular lens also has a metal hood on the top. It's all metal. Has a metal cap on the bottom. It says SLR Magic, all metal. And it has a slide out hood, much like the Leica Noctilux right here. The cool thing is, this on a mirrorless camera is going to be like your 50. So on a mirrorless camera like the NEX, the Fuji X, the OMD, or not the OMD, I'm sorry, on any APS-C mirrorless, this is going to give you a 50mm equivalent. at T0.95. So this is like the Noctilux for the mirrorless people. And what's really cool about this lens, when you order it, you could say, well, I want the NEX version, or I want the Fuji X version, or I want the EOS-M version, or I want a Micro Four Third version. Micro Four Third version will give you approximately a 70 millimeter equivalent though. This is an APS-H lens, okay? So you can use this on any of the mirrorless cameras. One lens will do it all. Say you have a Fuji X, and you have an NEX, and you have a Micro Four Thirds, say. You can use this one lens on all of them. When it ships in the box, this has massive foam protection. You get the lens. You get also a, what do you call it? You get an adapter of your choice. So this one happens to be the E-mount version right here for Sony. And what that means is it comes with an adapter for E-mount, because this lens is actually a Leica M-mount lens. So the mount is M. This is an M mount, okay? And you can put any adapter. The reason this is an M mount is because any adapters are available for it. So you can get an adapter for any mirrorless system basically with an M mount lens. Now the tricky part is, since this is an APS-H lens, this is not a full frame lens, this is not going to work on your Leica M, even though it has an M mount. So the reason it was made with an M mount is so you can use it on any mirrorless camera. So when this one was sent to me, it was sent with an E mount, so I can use it on the Sony NEX systems. But I can easily go ahead on Amazon and for 20 bucks buy an adapter for Micro Four Thirds, like an M to Micro Four Thirds, slap it on, and then it's good for my OMD. SLR Magic is releasing a Fuji adapter because the Fuji branded adapter does not work for some reason. The M to Fuji for the Fuji X cameras, but SLR Magic will be shipping this with and selling a Fuji adapter that will work on this lens for Fuji X cameras. I'm not sure exactly which adapters work. It's possible the NovaFlex works, a couple others, Rainbow Imaging, but all I know as of right now is the Fuji branded adapter does not work. But the cool thing about this lens is it's a Hyperprime, so it's in their premium edition lenses, much like their Hyperprime 50. That went for $4,000 or $5,000, right? So this is a Hyperprime in quality. Quality glass, sharp aperture, sharp lens performance at mostly all apertures. 0.95 from what I've seen was a little soft, much like the classic Leica Noctilux a little bit. But I haven't done much shooting with it at all. But I noticed when I stepped it down to 1.4 even, or even 1.1, it sharpened up a little bit more. I was sent a ND filter with this lens from SLR Magic, so you could shoot it in any kind of light and shoot wide open if you like. I'm really excited to get out with this. I'm going to Vegas in the next few days, and I'm going to be bringing these lenses with me. Be shooting this one on the XE1 and this one on the NEX, and I'm also bring a couple other cameras with me, my RX1 of course. But this lens is quality all the way around, in build, in feel. Even the little extras you get, like the metal caps, and what's cool about it is it's adaptable to any mirrorless system, being that it's an APS-H lens. So this is a very fast, super fast lens in the Hyperprime line, which is their premium line, and a lot of people were like, yeah, well, this is going to cost $3,000 or $4,000. What's really cool is SLR Magic is launching this lens at $1,349. And what it's doing is it's competing against lenses like the Voigtlander 35 1.2 for Leica M mount, which comes in at around $1,300. So this is, you're getting a T.95, so it's faster than that lens. It's a little longer, it's heavier, it feels a little more solid. And from what I've seen so far on the internet, there's a couple tests going around already where this one just kind of killed the Voigtlander in the bokeh quality. The out-of-focus rendering is gorgeous on this lens. So all I have up on the website in this first look is a couple of quick JPEG snapshots I took at, I was out with my fiance and my friend, and I just snapped them in a low light, dimly lit bar. So that's all I have right now, but I'm going to be reviewing these lenses in full when I get back from my Vegas trip. I'll also be at CES this year in Vegas 2012. But so I will be reviewing these lenses in full. This is just the first look at these unique and welcome lenses from SLR Magic. a company that I love personally. I've never had one issue with any SLR Magic product at all. Never, ever. And I've tried just about all of their lenses. They might not have all been awesome, but some of them have been awesome, and some of them have been very good. And most of them are great deals for the money. For $349 for this one, for your X-Mount or E-Mount or Micro Four Thirds, you can get it in any mount. $349. And there's even a discount if you want to trade in your old toy lens. So that one is a deal. This one's a little more expensive, but the packaging inside here looks like a Leica Noctilux f9.5 packaging. The foam, see if we could see it, just so you guys can see, the foam pieces that protect it are very solid. So this goes on top, okay, and this will cradle the lens once inside the box, and then you have your rest of it in there. So the packaging is very nice. Lenses aren't going to get damaged from shipping, and the product itself is reasonably priced for what it is. Again, you're not going to be able to use it on your full frame Leica camera, even though it's an M mount, because it's not a full frame lens. It was created as an M mount, so it can be adaptable to any mirrorless system, because M lenses, as you know, are. So there you go, my first quick look at the two new SLR Magic products. Very cool products coming from them, and they're going to be released very soon. If you want to order them or learn how to pre-order them, you can go to my website, because I'll be the first to say it. The website for SLR Magic sucks. They need a new website really bad. I've told them this several times. Others have told them this, and from what I hear, they're working on it right now. So there are ways to pre-order these lenses, even though they're not listed even on their eBay store yet. And if you go to my site, it's tfuffphoto.com. You can find out how to do that if you're interested, as well as see some quick sample JPEG snaps I took, and soon the full reviews with full shots from all of these, even maybe a comparison with some RX1 shots or something with this puppy right here. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and check back all the time for new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.